Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make this awesome tower house. I've been making loads of modern builds recently, so I thought that I'd throw things back to a much simpler time. I thought that I'd make something a little bit more medieval. Plus, you guys have been asking for a castle build recently, and this is kind of like a beginning of kind of just messing about with the castle building style, and I honestly think that this turned out quite well. You guys will have to let me know whether you like this and whether you'd like to see some sort of castle build in the future. I bet I could make a really cool one. So let me show you this tower. You have two entrances to the towers. So we have the base entrance where you would actually go in the front. We have this nice little overhang, this little canopy here. We can crack open this door and we can climb the tower using this ladder. We have multiple floors. This tower is mainly, I would use it for mainly like a watchtower, a very small survival base, and a lot of storage. You can add as many floors as you want. I've opted for two really big storage floors, one at the base, one in the middle, and if we come all the way up to the top of the tower, you would find a nice little watch post with a horse. Hello once again, Cinnamon. I'm glad that you've joined us, even though I didn't ask you to. I don't even know how you got up here, honestly. Those hooves don't really seem like they're suitable for walking up this very small walkway, and I know you didn't climb those ladders. Is there anything you want me to tell the people before I throw you off this tower? You know that I'm not going to tell them that. You know what? I don't think I can actually throw you through this entrance. I'm just going to leave by myself. So we do have this ulterior entrance / exit, a way to get up and down the tower. We can use this nice little boardwalk, which I've actually fell off. You've got to be careful. I don't know how Cinnamon walked his way up to the top of the tower, up that thing. That thing is lethal, but you can quite clearly see how that would work. Hopefully you guys like this. If you do, please do remember to, as Cinnamon requested, smack that like button. He'd really appreciate it, I'd appreciate it, and the channel would appreciate it. Plus, legend has it, if you click that like button, you will hear in the distance a very soft nay. Try it. You never know. Also, if you enjoyed the content, subscribe to the channel. If you subscribe, say hello down there in the comment section. I'll say hello back. And also click the little bell next to the subscription button. That will ensure that you get all of my videos sent directly to your sub box. But without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let me show you how to make this thing. I've been talking for far too long. So if you want to make it, here's what you'll need. Grab yourself some polished andesite, some stone brick stairs, some stone slabs, some white stained glass blocks, some oak wood fence, some oak wood slabs, some oak doors. Plus we need some white wool, red wool, stone brick slabs, and some oak wood stairs. We may even need some more materials later. It kind of does depend whether I add stuff to the tower or not. And of course, if you want to do the inside, then you will of course need more materials than this. But once you have each one of these, and you might want to pause the video, make sure you have them all. And once you've figured out where you want to make it, and I can let you guys know that this tower will actually fit in a 9 block, so that is 9 blocks coming across the front of the tower. The front of the tower is going to be here, by a 12 block area. That is 12 blocks going towards the back of the tower. Now, if you want to construct the very same rectangular shape in the floor on your world, just so that you can plan this build out better, then I would highly suggest that. And if you do, you want to begin on the very front left hand corner of the shape. You want to move in to the right by 2, 1, 2. Then you want to move inwards by 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you want to begin this build with an oak wood on the ground. Going right of that oak wood, place a stone brick. Right of that, you actually want to place a door. This is where the entrance will be. Right of that, a stone brick. Then right of that, an oak wood. Behind that oak wood, looking down at the ground like this, place a stone brick. Then what you want to do, and we are now about to make the base plan, the floor plan for our little tower. What we want to do from this stone brick is we want to do an upright diagonal with the stone bricks. Then do an upper left diagonal with the polished andesite. Then an upper right diagonal with the stone bricks. Then do 2 upper left diagonals, 1, 2. Do a bottom left diagonal with the andesite. Then an upper left diagonal with the stone brick. Then do 2 bottom left diagonals with the stone bricks, that's 1 and 2. Do a bottom right diagonal with the polished andesite. Then a bottom left diagonal with the stone bricks. Then a bottom right diagonal with the stone bricks to give you a shape which should look very much like this, ladies and gentlemen. This is the shape that you want to have for the base of your tower house. Now, once you've got the base of the tower house complete, the rest of it will start coming together quite nicely. So what we now want to do is this. On each one of the 4 corners of the tower, and I'll show you which the 4 corners are, you want to add on top of the 4 corners. So it's these stone bricks behind the oak woods, and it's the same pair parallel parallel to them on the back, these same corner stone brick blocks. We want to go up on top of these, each by 12, with our stone bricks. So on top of these blocks, you want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And you want to do the same thing for every single other one of the other 3 corner blocks. Now, if you're sure that you counted to 12 correctly the first time, you don't have to count all of the other times, just make sure that they all match up together. And those are the 4 rows that you want to extend upwards. Now what we want to do is we want to take those 12 blocks and we want to place upside down stone brick stairs on the outer faces of these stone bricks. So on the 2 outer faces, we want to place upside down stone brick stairs like that. Place a stone slab in the corner of these stone brick stairs. So in the corner, connecting them together, place a stone slab inside of the corner, just connecting the 2 parts together. Then, connect all of the 4 sides together using polished andesite and connect the upside down stone brick stairs together. The pair of stone brick stairs that still have no blocks touching them, connect them together left to right, using your polished andesite like this. We now want to place a polished andesite on top of each one of the 4 corners of our tower, which of course are stone slabs. We then want to use our oak wood fence and a polished andesite to make the top of the tower. So to connect each one of these 4 sides together, we want to follow this pattern and we want to go right of each one of the andesites, and we want to place a fence, andesite, fence, andesite, fence. Turn around, fence, andesite, fence, andesite, fence. Turn around, fence, andesite, fence, andesite, fence. Fence, andesite, fence, andesite, fence to connect all of the top of the tower together. And the only thing that we have to do now is we just have to place a stone brick slab on top of each one of the andesites, and this will form the top of the tower. It will look quite nice like this, like that. What we now want to do is this. So, we want to take out our white stained glass block, and we want to place a white stained glass block coming inwards from each one of the 4 center andesites at the top of the tower. So this one, this one, this one, this one, like that. We want to extend those downwards each by 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So we want to have 4 rows of glass on each one of the sides. So we want a row of glass on each one of the 4 sides, exactly like that. Now, place underneath that glass, connecting down to the ground, polished andesite. You will find, however, that when you get to the particular andesite, or when you get to the glass that will connect downwards to the door, you do not want to fill in the space behind the door. So at the front of the tower, you'll see that it will connect downwards. It'll actually connect down to the ground, but that'll mean that you can't actually walk in the door. So make sure that you have enough space to be able to walk in and out of the tower. That's very, very important. So you want to have this, right? Now, once you've got that sorted out, it's now time for us to go up on top of each one of these stone bricks at the base of our tower, and we want to do this. So you're going to want to move your stone bricks and your stone brick stairs much closer together. On top of every single stone brick, you want to do this pattern coming up. It's a very repetitive pattern. You want to do a stone brick stair, an upside down stone brick stair, stone brick, repeat, stone brick stair, upside down stone brick stair, stone brick, repeat, stone brick stair, upside down stone brick stair, stone brick stair, upside down stone brick stair. You repeat that all the way up until you get to the very top. It'll look like that. Not only do you want to do that once, you want to do that, how many more times is that? Is that 6, 5? I'm bad at math. I think that that's actually 7 more times. So, on top of the stone bricks, you want to do stone brick stair, upside down stair, stone brick stair, upside down, stone brick, stair, upside down, stone brick, stair, upside down. Same pattern over and over and over and over again. It's a very simple pattern, so I'm not going to insult you guys by repeating that pattern 6 more times over. But you do want to go up on top of every single stone brick And you want to do that exact same thing over and over again. It's very, very repetitive, almost boring, and you want to just keep repeating that until you have your walls filled in. And that will be the majority of the wall filled in once you have done that. So once you do have this pattern completely nailed, once you've done it on each one of the 4 sides, and you do have to do it on the, and by the way, that's another side complete, you can see that it's the exact same. And once you've done that on every single side, all we'll have to do is we will have to make the little bit of canopy that we have at the front. We'll have to make the frontward entrance. We will also have to have the little kind of like walkway, the little walkway that we have coming all the way up to the top of the tower. We'll have to have that as well. And then that is the majority of this house complete. There you see, we have the third and almost final side, and then we come to the front, we repeat the same thing, so once again, on the front. Yeah, so that's what we have lined up for us. Once we've repeated this pattern, we have to do a little bit with the front of the build, so we have to do the entrance. That's important, we have to do the entrance. And once the entrance is done, we will work our way to the, we'll work our way up the tower. We'll have our little walkway, and then once that is done, that is the tower fundamentally complete. There's very little to do after that. But there you can see that we've now filled in all of the 4 sides of the tower. Now, we do have a little bit of decoration to add to the tower, and I'll show you how to add that. So, on the left-hand side of the tower, and on the right-hand side of the tower, we want to do this. On the outer parts of these stone bricks that we just placed, we want to place an andesite on the outer parts of the stone bricks that we just placed coming up these sides of our tower. We want to do this on the left, we want to do this on the right. As you can see, it is right in the center of the little modules that we have. It wants to be on the outside of the stone bricks. That is the left-hand side of the tower. We want to come to the right-hand side of the tower. We want to do a similar thing. So at the bottom, we want to move out each one of those stone bricks. We want to extend them outwards. It will create a cool effect on the outer part of the tower, and it will look exactly like that. So we want to have something which should look like this. Now, once that is complete, the next thing that we are going to do is the entrance. So, the entrance, to make the entrance, we're going to need, basically, we'll need all of the wood blocks, plus the oak wood fence, plus the wool. We need all of the wood plus the wool, the 2 W's, wall to white. So we want all of these, and once we have all of these blocks, we have the wood, we have the wool, we want to go up on top of the oak wood that we have left and right at the entrance, and we want to place an oak wood fence. On top of that, we want to place an additional oak wood. We want to take the bottom pair of oak woods and we want to extend them outwards by 3 using our oak wood slab. So that's 1, 2, 3 using the upper half of the oak wood, 1, 2, 3 moving outwards. We want to do the same thing with the upper half of the oak woods that we have up top. So that's 1, 2, 3 moving outwards, 1, 2, 3. So we want to place oak wood in front of the bottom pair of oak wood slabs that we've just placed. We want to place oak fence on top of the oak wood, and then we want to place an additional oak wood on top of the fence. So we want to have something which should look like this. We are now going to have we're going to fill the top of this in with oak wood slabs so that we have this all connected together. We're also going to make this look a bit more interesting. So, connect the oak woods at the top together using, an interesting pattern. Maybe, 2 upside-down oak wood stairs with, an oak wood slab, meeting them in the middle. And maybe have, a similar thing down below, but kind of, make it a circular shape like this. And we might even... I'll get rid of them. I'll get rid of those 2 slabs that were on the upside-down stairs. So, have a nice, interesting-looking entranceway. Kind of like a circle like that. I like that quite a bit. Now behind this, we have to make a little bit of a canopy, a little bit of an overhang using the wool. And behind the center oak wood slab that we have here, I'm going to place a red wall. Left and right of that, a white wall. On top of the red, I'm going to place a white. Behind the red wall, I'm going to place a red wall. I'm going to place a white behind each one of the whites. Then I'm going to extend out all of those whites outwards using the red wall. So we'll have something which should look exactly like that. Very, very simple. Now, once you've got that sorted out, the last thing that we have to do is we just have to make the walkway that takes us all the way up, spiraling around up to the top of our tower. It's quite simple. So, you have to figure out where you want the entrance of the tower to be. So, if you want the top of the tower, where you actually would walk into it from the side, if you want it to be on the left-hand side, knock out the 2 glass that you have on the left-hand side of the tower. If you want it to be on the back, knock out the 2 glass that you have at the back of the tower. If you want it on the right, knock out the 2 glass on the right. You guys get the idea. So once you figure that out, mine is going to be on the left-hand side. We're going to take the andesite that was below the glass, we're going to extend it outwards by 2 using the oak wood slabs. And now we can basically use our oak wood slabs, and we want to come down our tower. So I'm going to extend these oak wood slabs outwards, and I have a couple of simple rules with this. So I don't want to go down the tower on the corners of the tower. Where we have the flat bits of the tower, that is where I want to ascend downwards using our oak wood slabs. So like on these flat sides, I want to have the part, like I want to come down with the oak wood slab. So like on the flat sides, the parts where we have the free, I want to come down. When it comes to the corner, I want to just extend it out flat, and then I want to drag it around, and then I want to, once again, I want to come down gradually using the oak wood slab. So we've hit the corner, we want to come round, and then, oh, we can actually do that 1 block inwards, there we go. And then once we hit the corner, once we hit the center, I'm going to come down by a few oak wood slabs at a time, hit the corner again, and then I'm going to come down. And as you can see, I've got to be careful here because I've hit the middle, and now I need to make sure that I'm actually... Uh-oh. Oh, what block did I just get rid of? Oh, I think it was a normal stair. There we go, so much there we go. And then I want to use our oak wood slabs here. You can see that I have to connect to the top of the entranceway, so I might have to come down a little bit more on this particular side. So we just want it to connect, and there we go. We've managed to make it connect. So as you get further down to the bottom, you're going to have to be aware that you have to connect down to this part, like on top of the entrance. You have to be aware that you're going to connect here. But if you follow those sort of rules, then you should naturally just about be down at the bottom as you get to as you wrap around the tower. If you just come down like 3 or 4 steps at a time using the slabs, then you'll reach it. You might also want to, at the top here, have the walkway wrap around to the top of the tower like that, so it doesn't just stop randomly. And there you go, there you'll have your walkway, and that is the part of the walkway that leads up to the tower. We now need to do the little part of the walkway here, which actually leads up to like this part. So I'm just going to extend the opposite end of the entrance. I'm going to extend this outwards using the slabs, and then I'm going to use the exact same rules here to connect the slabs down to the ground, and that will be the walkway that connects us, as I said, that connects us all the way down to the ground. And just want to place that, there we go. So we just want to have something which should look like that. That is our tower. Looks fantastic, looks great. Not too much more that you have to do if you want to do anything else. So if you actually want to use this build, you're going to want to have to come to the inside, and you're going to want to use a set of ladders coming all the way up the inside. I'd suggest like at the back middle part, I'd just have a row of ladders that comes all the way down from the bottom all the way up to the top. The center part, like the top of the tower, is obviously where we have the entranceway to the tower. So the top of the tower is, like I said, it's obviously like where you walk into the top of the tower. This is where I want the floor to be. I'd also suggest the exact same thing for you guys as well. That's what I'd have. I'd have it in this position up at the top of the tower. That's the top of the tower. By the way, something that you can do at the top of the tower, I considered this. You might want to add a flag, maybe like an oak wood in the center of the top of the tower. Raise that up a little bit using your oak wood fence. Something like that, come all the way up. And then you might just want to do a little bit of a flag. So, you know, I've never actually made a flag in Minecraft. So maybe like using your red wool and your white. This is gonna look awful. Maybe using your like red wool and your white, maybe like make a little bit of a flag here. I've never made a flag. How is this possible? Maybe like something like that. Maybe add a little bit of red and white in there, something like that. And does that look like a flag? No, not really. No, actually it doesn't. It doesn't look very much like a flag at all. I've literally never made one. How is that possible that I've never made one? That's so weird. Maybe like that. Maybe, does that make a difference? Maybe look here. Okay, that's not a very good flag. I'll grant you that. Not a great looking flag. I would make one that looks good if I were you. But yeah, why not make like a flag at the top of the tower if you like, and you can have like a wavy flag, and maybe it'll just make your tower stick out a little bit more. Or you might want to not do that. If yours looks anything like mine, I wouldn't add the flag. But if you can make a cool looking flag, I would suggest doing that. When it comes to the interior of the tower, it's kind of up to you how many floors you want to add. If you want, like, more than... I'd honestly just have, like, a center split. Like, I'd come about halfway up the tower, I'd add a floor in, so it's not just, like, the bottom of the tower and the top of the tower. I'd have a center split up the tower. I'd have a ground floor, middle floor, and the top tower, top floor, and that's how I'd split things up. So, like I said, like, base of the tower here, middle, and then the top right up at the top of the tower. Obviously, it's in the name. And that's how I'd split the tower up. Have the stairs running all the way up to the top. You can even, if you want to clean up the top of the tower a little bit more, you can knock out the top glass blocks, and you can place, say, like stonebrick slabs, like connecting everything together up at the top of the tower. If you kind of want to, like I said, like if you want to clean it up a bit. But you know, it's kind of like, when it gets to these stages, it's kind of up to you, like, whether you want the top part to be clean, what you want to do with the outside, whether you want to add some stuff around the base of the tower. It's kind of up to you. But yeah, this is the tower, guys. This is the tower. If you want to do anything to the outside, then that's completely up to you. It's out of my hands at this point. It's up to you what you want to do with this, whether you want to add like a horse stable on the side, whether you want to just add some grass, whether you want to add this, that, market stores. It's completely up to you after this. Hopefully, you guys have enjoyed this tutorial. I do kind of like the flag on top, although not that one. I'd like a cool looking one. Hopefully, you guys have enjoyed this tutorial. If you have, please do remember to smack that like button. It would really help me out. Cinnamon would love it as well. If you do like the video, please do consider subscribing to the channel. If you subscribe, say hello down there in the comment section. I'd like to say hello back. If you do subscribe, please do remember to click the little bell next to the subscription button. That'll ensure that you get all of my videos sent directly to your sub box. That's highly important, guys. Trust me. If you want to check out any more on my channel, check out the card system in the description below. You'll find loads of playlists in there, and I'm going to give you a very quick glance at my world. So you can see that we have a load of buildings surrounding us. If you wanted to make some wooden houses, like you might be able to see on the ground in front of you, check out the wooden house build playlist. If you wanted to make some modern houses, check out the modern house tutorial playlist. If you wanted to make some suburban houses, check out the suburban house playlist. You guys kind of get the idea. We have all sorts of houses. This is a small fraction of what I've made over the past. I've made hundreds and hundreds of houses, guys. This is just a small amount of them. If you wanted to make a city, then check out the city builds playlist. My city's not grown in a while, actually, but I do plan on making it a little bit bigger. Check out the City Builds playlist. If you want to make anything relating to a public park, and we have even more stuff than you'd want to put in a public park in here, then check out the Public Park Builds playlist. You guys get the idea. So, hopefully you guys have enjoyed the tutorial. If you have, please do remember to smack that like. Hope you've enjoyed it. Have a great day, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video.